Hi, everyone. And it looks like today it's just myself and Jess. We've had apologies from Sarah in the London office. She actually is worse than me with my voice and my cold and situation. So I don't know how long this voice is going to hold out for because it's a gruff voice today. So you can all have a good giggle at that. And Kwana has got a sinus infection, so she's also dealing with all the pollen and all of this that's happening across most of the United States. I think the pollen count is extremely high. So just forgive me for my gruff voice, but Jess is with us today, which is good fun. And I just realized I had my hair plaited up, which I've just taken out. So there we go. Not only have you got the gruff voice to deal with, which is not very nice, but the plaited hair. So Jess, what cards are you using today? Because I'm going to be using the same ones that I normally do, which is the star seeds, which are here. They're all ready to go. And before we get started, I'm just going to say a quick get better soon for Akwana with her feeling so ill. Because I would imagine sinus infection is awful. And of course, for Zara in London, if you're watching, hi, get better soon. I hope you get your voice back because it's awful. But yeah, we're thinking of you, and you're both sorely missed on the show today. So Jess, what cards are you using today? Are they the same as the ones you had previously, or what are you up to?
So I'm up to some new ones. I went into the archives. I got the Medicine Woman. It's a beautiful deck.
Wow. Oh, that's
and
pretty.
Then I'm going to use the Muse as well.
Oh, very nice too. Very nice too. So hi to everybody in the chat. And without any further delays, let's go and have a look and see what we're doing. Oh, how juicy, Bob, you're back. Yes, it's been a while since, but you're normally in and out. So that's good. I'm glad that you're on the live. We've got some nice messages from everyone. Hi, Lisa. Forward. Yes, thanks for the guests and that, which is great. Let's have a look here. Right, Zena Miss Girl, my canine friend of 10 years whom I cared for at the office. Zena sought my help in her transition, and it was very traumatic for me. Oh, I mean, the four-leggeds are so lovely. How is Zena? And any messages for me? So, of course, Jess, tonight as our medium, you end up with a doggy or a kitty or something which is really gorgeous. How is Zena's energy on the other side for Lisa Fulford, please?
It seems like the dog has recently transitioned. So it's a little bit hard for me to tap into because it's so fresh, it feels like. I don't know if it was like within the last month, but I'm also getting pulled to the left front paw for some reason. So I don't know if this is a validation of right before she passed, maybe she was struggling with an injured left front paw. I'm also seeing lots of licking. So I don't know if that's her sign to you that, she was nestled up close to you. But yeah, I think she sends her love. And I'm also seeing gray walls for some reason. maybe this is the room that you normally were in with her. And I'm seeing the number 4, so April or the 4th of something is significant in relation to her.
Oh, sorry, that's lovely. Yes, I'm also very sorry because for our baby dogs and our puppies and everybody, our fur babies that stay with us for so long, it's always such a tragic loss when they go across. So, but they go over the rainbow and they still watch over us. So don't be surprised if you actually can feel that animal coming close to you, because sometimes you actually can feel them, which is absolutely perfect. So thank you for the question, Lisa. And we'll just pop to the next one. Oh, Zena had difficulty breathing and her owner didn't provide euthanasia. Oh, my good Lord. That sounds like a very tragic situation. So at least the little doggy is in a better place now. Now we've got another one here. Samreen Tech. I'm dating a guy named B. Do you see us marrying each other in future? And what things I need to be careful about in this relationship? So, while you're busy pulling your cards, so Samreen Tech, I'm going to pull one of these cards out, which is the Starseed cards. So I'm just going to take randomly out of the pack, and let's see what this comes out at. Oh, this is very interesting. I've never had pulled this one for someone before. This says no limitations. And it says here, you are a celestial being with unlimited potential. There is much for you to share. So this looks like this is saying that there is a future and there's no limitation. So it looks like it's going to take, maybe it will take a little while, and it'll take a while for this relationship, to develop and move and do what it needs to do. But it looks like it'll end up in a serious relationship because it says no limitations, which is awesome. What do you get over there, Jessie? What do you see?
I'm seeing that there's potential for marriage for sure, or something that's like a marriage, long-term relationship. I do feel that this person is struggling with some confidence issues in that regard. So my challenge or my advice for you is to not fall into a mothering role with this person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as long as you can, give confidence in your own way or a boost, be their cheerleader. But yeah, I would say there are some confidence issues, and he's working through possible power struggles, what it is to be a divine masculine. And there's lots of options coming up and choices for him as well. So stay true to yourself and play it by ear, I'm going to say. But there looks like there's huge potential here. Like Miss Bev said, no limitations. And it looks like you're getting a lot of dreams in the dream state as well. And divine sensuality is the card I pulled.
Oh, very nice too. We like those cards.
It says, I reveal your talent to enchant.
Oh, that's perfect. So there we go, Samring Tech. Give us some feedback, because we always love feedback here, don't we? We absolutely do. Let's move on to the next one. What do we have? Cherry Blossom. Hi. Hello, Cherry Blossom. Nice to see you here and welcome. Experts in business. Ooh, that's very nice. Hi, sending you lots of love. Helen in the UK. Hi, Helen. So please, general questions, work and home. Thank you. So, Helen, I'm going to just randomly go through the cards and pick out randomly, open and just pick out a card, as you can see. Oh, this is nice. This says wisdom. See your adversaries as opportunities to expand your spiritual light. So this is an interesting one, because with that level of wisdom, Helen, it means that the work, the home, and the spirituality within the next couple of months is going to merge into one. And there's a lot of similarities between all of those areas. And the golden thread that runs through everything is your spirituality. So that's a very interesting take on it. So allow that spirituality to go through the work environment, because you are expert in your field based on your name of your screen name, but also in the home, you're an expert in the home, keeping the home together. I'll ask Jess. Jess, what have you got for Helen, please?
I'm seeing a bunch of starfish. It's always an interesting adventure when I tap into my clairvoyance. And maybe you collect starfish. Maybe this is a female on the other side that's passed over, that sends you starfish as a symbol that she's guiding and protecting you. And I'm seeing fireworks as well for you. So if you're not in a relationship at the moment, it looks like sparks are going to fly soon on a trip that's coming up for you. And I'm also getting the number 10. So 1010 is my number for completions and cycles ending and beginning again. So this, I feel, is pointing to your romantic relationship status for sure.
Oh, very nice too.
Yeah.
Well, 1010 was yesterday, so there we go. I think that's absolutely awful that we can just say the day afterwards, yesterday was a good day for you, but that's fine. You just grab that energy and you just go for it, which is perfect. Thanks, Jess. Let's move on to the next question. Let me take that off there. And let's see. So we have got. There we go. Please don't forget, yes, as Cherry has done, put QQQ in front of your question so that I can find it a lot easier, which is good. What can I expect in the next 2 months? And this is from Cherry Blossom. I like that name. It's very cute. Yeah. Cherry Blossom. So I'm just going to pull a card out of the middle. Ooh, there we go. Put that back down. And what you've got, Cherry, is abundance. When your heart's intention is to serve humanity and be in service, doors of abundance naturally open. So there we have it, the abundance. So take a snapshot of that, Cherry, because that is the card for you over the next 2 months. You've got abundance coming your way. And for Jess, what did you pick up on, Cherry, please?
So again, I'm getting the number 1010. There must be a lot of completions right now going on.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah. And so I'm getting contemplation, deep meditation for you in the month of October. Part of you is dying off and transforming in the next 2 months. Now, whenever Miss Bev picked up the card and it said abundance, I read Mulabunda, which are energy locks in your abdominal center. And so I'm getting that you naturally have mediumship abilities, but that lately you have been suffering from back pain due to etheric cords and like almost umbilical cords and trundles connected to the spirit realm that maybe you are unaware of. So I would say lots of back bends, breath work using the energy locks, the mulabundas. So like your bathroom muscles, your throat mulabunda, things like that. Maybe some yoga and back bends will help. Moving the hips in a circular motion. Dry needling or acupuncture as well. Get that energy moving in the spine. That's what I'm really picking up on. Now, as far as business goes, it looks like you're going to be investing some money. Maybe you're going to do stocks. Maybe you're going to do crypto. And it looks like it is a fruitful endeavor. So I would say take some small risks with investments. It will pay off in the next 2 months for sure.
I think that's a really good idea and great advice too, because I've been watching the crypto market particularly. Not that I do that much with it. I mean, I ended up with like $100. It's last of the great big spenders, but nonetheless, I'm not such a big gambler. But I have noticed that the fluctuations are starting to level out, but they're also starting to be able to reveal really good returns. So if you're having a look at that, look into that, because some of those areas, they do provide a lot of extra finances coming back into the pocket. So if you have a little bit of extra, even if it's only just a small amount, put some of those into some of the more stable ones like Bitcoin and places like that, because that will actually provide the way that the energies are going. And particularly with the 3i Atlas coming in end of the month and beginning of November, that's going to really boost the Bitcoin market. So have a look. I don't understand it all in any way or shape or form. I just go by what is my energy and what does my psychic energy tell me about the Bitcoin? Which ones is it that I would go for? And that's the one that I will go for. And, that is better than me going to a casino any day. So give it a
just a little bit. I take my tips that I make and I put them, by the way, if you want a really amazing like bulletproof hacking hard wallet, I use Tangent, and it's almost like hack proof. It's everything has been hacked in my life, but that. So thank
So
God.
there you go. Well, there we go. Fantastic. Maybe you can put it in the chat for everybody so everybody can go and have a look. So yes, very good too. Let's have a look. Hi, Winch. Nice to see you and your little doggy. Diana Dela Cruz, QQQ. 51-year-old brother lives with mom. He, energy vampire, takes her resources. He has no job. Oh, my word. Mom created this fear of being alone. Oh, Lord. How to help mom see a different future, to get him out and have faith that they will be okay. That is quite an interesting background. And, generally, when individuals of a certain age do fear being alone at home, they will create one of their children to be at home and not working, and either being there maybe as a companion or being there as someone that can look after them or drive them to the shops or do some of the shopping or take on some of the garden work, the yard work, that sort of thing. So I do agree with you, Diana. She has a creation of her son being with her, almost like a pseudo man around the house. But I don't know what you're getting, Jess. I'm not getting that he's doing as much as he could be doing around the house. Also, I'm picking up that there's this energy of depression around him because he doesn't have that self-worth energy. So for you, Diana, I'm just going to open up the cards and have a look. Oh, this is very interesting. Now, this ties in with what your mum needs to do. So it says here, free spirit. To be a free spirit is to float without walls, to fly without judgment, and to love without conditions. And I think this here, Diana, is talking about your mom. Your mom needs to work out how to become a free spirit again and to allow herself to see herself as a whole being and not as someone who is dependent on having a child, even though the child's 51 years old, have a 51-year-old child at home to make her feel complete and whole. There's a lot of work to be done with your mum to see a different future. So I think if you start with her, maybe when the year turns into the new cycle, which is next year, after we've had the 3i Atlas energy being down on us in October and November, that will help kickstart her to understand that actually she's perfectly all right being alone, and she's a strong woman and she will cope with it. But I think it's going to take a lot to move your brother away from the way that he is right now, because his self-worth is almost zero. What do you get, Jess? What do you pick up?
So I'm getting it's a little bit of a codependent relationship. They both are working. They're both working on their completions of inner child wounds that they are projecting onto each other. I'm getting in particular, your brother is going to feel so mentally trapped. Maybe your mom's like a Scorpio or has a moon in Scorpio. She's coming across as almost casting a net with her thoughts. And it's almost like he kind of comes under her trance and it makes him stagnant or feel like he can't move forward. Maybe that's her projecting her codependency and need for him to stay or feel like he needs her. But I'm getting, now take this with a grain of salt, things can happen on a dime and switch the course of the timeline. And timelines lately during this 3i Atlas are shifting at a rapid rate, right? So I saw within 4 years, I know you're probably going to be like, oh, 4 years? No, but I'm seeing by 4 years from now, he will have felt so trapped mentally that there's something that breaks this camel's back, that last straw. And he's like, I got to get out of here. So that will be the death. I got the death card, and that will be a huge transformation into free spirit, gratitude, and the path of beauty. So he might be single as well. And the second he moves out, he will find a romantic partner, believe it or not. So I know that's a little bit of a fear he's got as well.
Well, it's a good one. I hope that helps, Diana. And, we certainly wish you all the very best in helping your mum get to the space that she needs to be in, because I know that it's by the sounds of the message and the fact that, your brother is that energy vampire and it's taking resources. That I think it's irking you, and you're getting a bit frustrated about it. So make sure that you put those energies to good use and help them both move forward. And thank you for the question. Let's have a look. Amy Harris. Oh, lovely picture, Amy. September 21, I fell 20 feet. Oh, my Lord, that's quite something.
Thank God you're okay.
Yeah, wow, that's awful. By the following Friday, I was fighting for my life. October 6th, I had my 5th surgery on my leg. All is going well so far. Yay, that's fantastic. I'm still fighting and I will be in hospital. I think there is a bit missing at the bottom, possibly for a while. So we're just going to be sending you, Amy, lots of healing and lots of energies to you to get through this. Obviously, you were meant to survive everything that you've been through, but I think that there's something more that you'll be doing with your life at a later stage. So we are wishing you absolute well, and make sure that you, I see you also having festivities and celebration. And I think that's the end of the year, or it's one of those end of the year celebrations where you're actually going to be feeling a lot better. So hold on to those positive thoughts. It's necessary, and it's your time later next year to shine. So let's have a look here. This was while I'm learning how to walk and dance, my favorite again. Any messages that I need to hear today? My spirits are high. Good. I'm pleased they are. I thought they were. And I believe everything happens for a reason. Love you all. Love you all so much. Isn't that wonderful? Have you got any messages there that have come through for Amy Harris, please, Jess?
I do. I have a lot of I'm seeing Archangel Raphael, which is for me. This archangel always assists me in Reiki sessions and healing. I almost feel like the angels cradled you right at the last foot, so your fall wasn't so impactful. And I feel that this injury in particular healed any fears you had of the future stepping into your divine purpose, or in your authenticity of psychic abilities and connecting with the angelic realm. So I'm sending you lots of love and healing. I'm a dancer myself, and I will say, there were times when the doctors told me that I wasn't going to be able to even walk or move anymore with autoimmune stuff going on, and I never claimed it. I was like, no, this is not my body. I know I'm very athletic, and lots of research and lifestyle changes, and really reading up on the procedures and stuff, and opting out of them and the medications, and healing myself was one of the best things I could have done. And I'm dancing every day now. So I too see you dancing again. And I think it's just a little hiccup. It just kind of sat you down and was like, let's look at your future course and let's not make any more compromises. So brought everything to the surface to be healed.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you, Amy, and continue all the good work and continue to heal. I think that's awesome. Wow. Imagine falling 20 feet. My goodness me. That is quite something. It really is. Gosh. Marilena, greetings. Is the music I'm experiencing with famous musicians part of the new technology that I'm being taught during my sleep? Wow, that's a brilliant question. We like that. So I'm going to pull a card specifically, Marilena, on that, where you are getting the downloads via your sleep state, and then Jess will pull some cards for you. So I'm just going to go in, pull the pack, and pull one out. Oh, this is interesting. It says here, vision. Trust in your ability to create the vision in your soul. So it looks like you're being given visions of what it is that you need to be doing, and how you're moving forward is all part of this vision. So it's a key part of where you are going. And this music that you are experiencing, it looks like this technology, the way forward, is part of this vision card. So it is definitely like training you or giving you the know-how in how to do something that will be forward as part of downloads in the next sphere of things, if you like. So what did you get as far as cards go for Marilena, Jess?
I'm getting something a little different. So whenever I dream of celebrities in my sleep, it is a part of myself or an attribute or characteristic that I have to kind of project into another well-known person, because I don't recognize it in myself yet. So that's what I'm getting for you, is that you also had past lives that shared this same musical talent of the famous person you're dreaming of. And also it's urging you to marry that into this life. So, yeah.
That's beautiful. Thank you. So let's have a look here. And we have got Lulabelle. There we go. Good afternoon, evening to lovely Bev and panel. Looking forward to the show. Thank you, Lou. That's really lovely. And thank you for all the lovely messages and for looking after the chat with the other moderators. Let's have a look at the next one. Nace's question. Does changing eye color signify anything? Mine have been blue as blue for 40 years and recently looking more greenish than blue. So I find, I'll just comment about this, I find that sometimes that as we get older, some of the bluish tinge actually takes on a change, and some of the greener energies are allowing it to come through. And that also then ties in with the chakra points, and those chakra points are then shown in the eyes, because obviously the eyes are the window to the soul. What do you think it is, Jess?
So I agree with you. I think also too, like whenever I, my half brother has been known to tell me that whenever I'm really upset, my eyes will shift from blue to green. So it could be emotional aspects as well. You know, when you cry, your eyes get really, really blue afterwards as well. But also too, during this 3-eye atlas time, we are moving from the solar plexus chakra, operating more so humanity out of that chakra, and we're moving up more into the heart center and the throat chakra, so blue and green, and those are the colors of earth, right? So I would say that also is, if you're going out in the sunshine and you're letting those photons hit the optical nerve, yeah, that's going to definitely create some, you know, genetic shifts and realignment in your DNA with the plasmic upgrades of the sun, I would say. So yeah, there's a lot of exciting things going on with 3-eye atlas. There's also, I stumbled upon, you know, C1 of the vertebra is called the atlas.
Oh, there we go, right there in our spines, just there, just for us. And the interesting thing is too, is that we've got at the moment, when I was looking at the cosmos over the last couple of days, I kept seeing these additional comets and meteors and other things. And by the time I'd finished counting that there's 17 different structures, both meteors and comets, that are in orbit or out there and busy, you know, getting into some sort of a pathway for us. So it looks like, when we're talking about the trajectory of the energy and the energy lifting, if we've got as many as those sending energies to us on Earth as surface dwellers and below the Earth too, and all of the other, you know, interdimensional creatures that we have walking the Earth with us, that is an amazing period to be in, because we've got 3-eye atlas coming first, but then we've got, you know, 16 others that are going to be coming past us and sending energy. So bring in the energy, attract the energy. You know, you've had those same eye colors for 40 years. It looks like you're changing, you're upgrading. So awesome. Let's have a look. Hello, Rosebud Amy. That's fantastic. And I really love the flower on that. Nice to see you. I'll get through. Oh, there, and I see. Hello, everyone. And again, Amy Harris, feel better. You see, such a lovely chat today, everybody. Hello, Michael Doherty. We'll be seeing you very soon in the next couple of weeks and going through all of your UFO footage. I'm looking forward to that. I can't wait to see what you've been picking up in the skies, because I know you get lots of fantastic pictures. Wait, great. way to go. Let's have a look. Andrew, Q. Oh, look at those lovely horses. They're beautiful. What does Spirit want me to know is ahead for me in the near future? So this is a spiritual, mediumistic question, and this goes to Jess.
I'm getting, I always say that, I'm also getting, at the beginning of my readings, I'm getting that 8 to 9:30 in the morning for you is extremely important. The sun emits a blue hue at that time. So I'm learning this as I'm channeling this. So it's important to get sunshine and allow your body those upgrades in the morning in particular. That's why you find a lot of chemtrails spraying at that time in the morning as well.
Oh, I see.
Tending to your aura is super important. I'm getting the number 21 as well, a significant from a female on the other side. And she says, it's a time for letting go and lightening your load.
Oh, that's very important. Gosh, that's a good one. Thank you for that. Andrew, let us know if that resonates with you. So we go, hey, chat side. Yes. Hello, chat side. It's very good. So Denise Menace, hello again. As not hello. I can't. Aho, aloha. Okay, there we go. Lemurian Hawaiian greetings, ladies from Oregon. Oh, that's a beautiful area. I've not seen it yet. Maybe my next trip I'll get lucky enough to be doing a little more mooching around all of America. So it's been a fun time, that's for sure. Let's get back to this one. Nacy, hi Lulubelle and everybody in the chat. Yes, it's fantastic. Let's get through. And we've got Lisa. We've already, that one I think was one that was up earlier. So let's have a look and see what we've got. Jay, Jilly?
That's me. That's me.
I
was just announcing a code.
What is
a promo code for my?
Oh, what is it for? This is for referral options for your booking requests.
Yes. So someone asked, how do I make my tips? My tips are just on my readings. I will invest all that into my crypto and my future, the cheat code project. But for this month of October, the rest of October for Halloween, I'm running a BEV 15 promo code for all of you rock stars in our community. So if you go over to my website and input the BEV 15 in the description or the referral option on your request, I will add the discount.
Oh, that's lovely. That's fantastic. That is a really good one. And I think this is the rest of your, and happy Samhain, happy Halloween to everyone. Yes, I did notice in the stores over here, there is Halloween stuff everywhere. Oh my goodness me. It's such a big thing over here. I've never been here for the Halloween period. And I just see everybody buying things. And, you know, whenever you drive along, you see all the houses with little skeletons outside and spookies and orange pumpkins and white pumpkins and carved this. It's just amazing. It becomes very magical. It's really nice. So
I came out of the store at nighttime a couple days ago, and some guy had this skeleton, like spooky thing in the back of his truck. I nearly shat my pants. I was like, oh
dear. Yeah, the ones that I've seen down the road here is there is a very big house, and they've got, I don't know whether it's a real one or not, but they have got the Ghostbusters van or car, and that's parked. I know. And it was parked that way, and they had these like 12-foot, 15-foot skeletons and goodness knows what else. So if I feel brave, I might go knock on the door and say, is that actually the one from the movie, or is that just a replica? And then ask and be a typical tourist and say, do you mind if I take a picture? Hopefully I don't get ridden off someone's.
Oh no, any British accent. They love the British accent. No,
they don't understand me a lot though. A lot of the times, if I'm in like Publix or Walmart, one of the others, I have to say it a couple of times because they look at me and say, and you can just see this big question marks. They really don't understand what I'm saying. So it's lots of fun. It's taught me a lot. Yeah, it's been good. So Wench is saying, is it possible to see past lives when meditating? And the answer to that is yes, you can. It will pop through and you'll be able to see yourself and what you were doing in the past. And do you find that as well, Jessie, when you're meditating, you get these glimmers of all the past lives that you've been in?
All the time. All the
Yeah, so,
time.
yeah.
Especially when I'm traveling and get like a deja vu moment in certain landscapes if I'm looking out on the scenery, and it's just like, yeah, when you're in the flow, for sure. All the time. All the
Yeah,
time.
it comes through. So the answer to that is yes, definitely. Make sure you write them down so you don't forget them. Very good. Rose the Bud Me. Every time I FaceTime my closest friend Gary in his living room in his home, his parents' old house, I see lots of white orbs racing around and across the screen. I thought his mother was saying hello. Is it her? So, Jess, this is a question for you because you're the one that does most of the channeling of those that are on the other side. What do you think this is?
I think Gary's a natural medium and he needs to have a good house clearing. That's what I think.
Oh, very good too. So
I
the
think
answer
his
is it
mother,
might be her, but might be others. You've got
I think
visitors.
I think he is. I don't know if he likes a lot of antiques. You know how men are. They, if he lives alone, it looks like maybe there's some corners in there. He naturally is attracting some old like war heroes. I'm getting, yes, his mother's around,
Oh,
but I think you picked up on his mother. She seems like a golden orb. The other ones seem a little bit lower vibrational and like he just needs to have a good sweep of the house, I would say.
yeah, good old clean up the cobwebs.
Yeah.
I think that's a great one. Thank you. So what do we have here? Kate O'Sullivan. Hi, Kate O'Sullivan. Nice to see you here. Hi, all, which is great. And Samrin Tech. Yep, we did. I think we did answer that one before, which is good. Jilly, thank you. Then I've seen a little of my past life, and then I know it's not my imagination. So there we go. That's perfect. Well done. And we have Josie Bob. Hello. Nice to see you back here again. Michael Doherty. Yes, and Michael does get a lot of orbs where he is up country in the UK. Yes, perfect. Amy Harris, thank you, Rosebud, and thank you for the nurses are coming in every 3 hours with pain meds. Oh my goodness me, you are so brave. Good Lord. I'm sending you lots of blessings for that. Yes. Sending love and light to all of you, yes. And stay strong because you're going to need it, but you'll come out of this. Land associated with Old Horn nearby. And everybody, yeah, it seems like it's that time of the year where everybody's having, surgery's done, they're doing things, they're getting better. Yeah, I'm sure. Yes, I hope this will take your mind off it, Rosebud, which is very good. That's me just saying we're going to be going live in a few minutes, and everybody's saying hello. Nice to see your messages. Yes, unfortunately, Arquana and Sarah, if you didn't hear it earlier, if you're here late, they're both off, one with a sinus infection and one with a throat infection, which is Sarah, with absolutely no voice. So you never know. Others around me might be lucky later, and I might not have any voice too. So there you go. Hi, Kay. Nice to see you here. And here we have good evening. Hi, Juicy Bob. I have something with me, throat and sinuses too, in Denmark. What is it with everybody with throat and sinuses? I mean, it was very scratchy and very awful. So I apologize if my voice is scratchy. But yeah, it seems like it's going around the world at the moment. Hi, Diane. And Tulip. Oh, this is an interesting one. Tulip is asking, who was I in a past life? So if you're able to pull some cards with that, while you are busy with those cards, I'm going to just quickly pull a card for Tulip. Here we go. And it's just going to, this is interesting. So this is one that's come up. It says, immediate past prior lifetime was a starseed. So it shows, raise the vibration of the planet through your radiant, loving light. So it looks like when you've come back now, before that, you were a starseed person in a past life. So that's a very interesting one. What did you get, Jess, for Tulip?
I'm getting a female near an ocean side that wore, I'm gonna mess this up. Is it a hijab or
The
head shawl?
covering, the covering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting mix of terrain I'm seeing. And I'm also seeing sandstone colored abodes, like almost perfect little boxes that are sand colored, and a lot of steps. And I'm seeing you go fetch water in a clay pottery type of vase looking thing. So that's interesting.
That is
Um,
very interesting.
and then
Wow.
I got and the number two as significant. So maybe you were like an Aquarius in that lifetime, or that was a very significant life path number. I don't know. Look out for synchronicities with twos.
Twos. Well, there we go, Tulip. Well done. Thank you, Jess. Sam, so funny. Thank you. That's a very nice compliment. I needed that one
She
today.
is. She
That
is.
is so cute. Nicola Cannon, good evening, all. Beverly and Jessica. Hi. Yes, it's the two of us tonight, the terrible twosome. So sad, the Philippines. Yes, I saw the Philippines on the TV this morning. There was the earthquake. It was quite high, actually. It was nearly a 7, and then there was an aftershock in the 5.6. So that seems to be quite a thing. Also, I do know, when I had a look at the Philippines and the areas around the Philippines, I don't think it's completely over. I think that there's a lot of shaking and a breaking and carrying on in that area. So, as you said, Lou, the bats that are leaving their caves in huge numbers, there are definitely not just aftershocks, but I think along that whole trajectory, that ring that goes around the Philippines, I think there'll be a couple of other smaller earthquakes that will happen, but I do pick them up. Luckily, I'm getting water, so they're going to be out to sea or more towards the seaside as opposed to too close to Philippines. So let's have a look. We've got a QQQ that's coming. Went, have you got any messages for me from my ancestors? So were you able to tune in at all, Jess, to Wench and her little doggy? If there's anything coming from her ancestors.
I'm getting a bison totem.
Oh,
And
how
it
lovely.
says, life is showering you with its abundance, so receive. Also, I'm getting that I know that the Octurians are heavily associated with the symbol of the bear. I'm not sure
Oh,
why. I just know that's my symbol. I get all the time. And you also got the bear totem. And number 15 is significance. That's a lucky number, I would say, for you right now. And it says, retire into your den to find your answers. So the ancestors are always talking with you. I'm getting, maybe it's hard for you to quiet the minds. Maybe you're an air sign and you're like me and you're all over the place with thoughts. I always tell everyone, meditation doesn't have to be like on a rock.
yeah.
It's where that activity where your mind completely empties. And usually I find, some men like to go and shoot hoops. That's when all their worries leave.
Yes,
It could
exactly.
be drinking tea and watching the sunrise. It could be hiking. It could be dancing. It could be a nice yoga class. I love meditating after I've had this like high intensity workout, and it's so easy just to be like, right?
Done.
So
Yes. And also, it's easy in forest when there's a lot of the energies from the tree, from Gaia, from Mother Earth. You've got the ground coming up to meet you. If you can just sit on a little blanket or a little pillow or something and sit there and allow that energy from the trees and from nature. And if you're lucky, there's a lake or there's a river or there's water around you. If you're able to sit there and allow that to envelop you and come through, it's always a lot easier in nature. So I
just
think,
remember not to wear a bun and don't let the birds get caught in it.
well, not after what happened to you last week. Oh my
Yes.
goodness. We were still laughing about that afterwards. I know we shouldn't laugh at you, but it was actually really
Oh,
funny.
you don't hurt my feelings. I was laughing at myself.
So, Em, well done that you took a social media break. Social media break is also sometimes very good because then you allow yourself to recenter and be a human being, as opposed to being always, I know that the youngsters are able to go ting, 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 and I can't. I do one finger at a time. So yes, nice to see you back here, Em. And we've got Josiba. Yes, get well soon for Aquana. Yeah, she's really, really poorly. And I know when I spoke to Sarah earlier, she had no voice there. So it's going around the world. It looks like there's a few countries all at the same time. So hi Tulip. I'm glad you got that in. It is a beautiful deck. Will you want to say what the deck is? What exactly is the deck that you're using today?
The Medicine Woman?
Yeah, that's what it's called, Oracle Medicine Woman. So there we go, Em. That's what the deck is, and my one is still the same one. I just use the Star Seeds deck because I think it's really cute. I like it, and it's very direct. So it's one of those. Let's have a look, and we've got. I'm just going down the list. Hi, Jess too from Michael Doherty in the UK. Oh, I'm glad, Em, that you're here. You can catch us live today. Yes, we're having fun. So Lisa, she's saying for Sarah and for Aquana, sending you both healing prayers with much love. I'm sure that when they watch this back, because I think both of them are probably in bed up to their eyeballs in their medication, trying to breathe and trying to sit up and stop coughing and etc. So yeah, it's pretty bad. But yeah, I will, when I speak to both of them later and send them texts, I will tell them both that everybody was sending healing messages to you. So there we go. That's perfect.
Elderberry syrup. Just chug it down.
Elderberry syrup. Mm-hmm. Elderberry syrup. I've never heard of that. Must be something
so good. Yeah, it bites those sinus infections right in the butt.
Oh, does it? What stores can you get it at? Publix, or do you get it at, where do you get it? Obviously not.
My favorite one. I'm not sure about Publix. They might have the Sambuca version, but I really love the Garden of Life one. They have it at Natural Grocers or Sprouts or Whole Foods. Any natural grocery store.
Any natural. Okay, I might have a look at that to see how that's going, because I think that everyone can manage with that, especially for me later. Awful, isn't it? The joys of getting old. Right, Luminous Living with Laura Lee. Oh, I love the alliteration there, Laura Lee. That is absolutely great. Hello from Canada. Yes, welcome to the show and to the chat. Question from Luminous Living with Laura Lee. You don't want to have to say that when you're tired or when you've had a couple of toots, a couple of bevies. Going to be difficult to get that one out. I mean, there we go. I said it though. A message from my guides, August 3rd, 1966. And she says, thank you. So do you want to kick off for Luminous Living with Laura Lee, please?
Sure. Ooh, so you got one, intuition. And the Eye of Horus is on there. So pineal gland, really focus, the Eye of Horus. If you take a cross-sectional shot of a screenshot of the brain, this is what the pineal gland in the brain look like. So definitely connect with nature and trees, just like we were saying before, and Mother Gaia. This is the number 4, and it says, forge a new alliance with nature. I already said that. Intuition is the messenger of your destiny. Follow it. And then the last one I got is grounding. We were just talking about, look how beautiful this artwork is. And this one is number 29. Being well grounded provides a feeling of security. So I would say for you, as a Leo, my dear, that building your own sacred space is really important right now. And feeling safe in your home sector is really important as well. So slow down kind of as we come to more of a hibernation, winter time, really get in tune with yourself. It looks like you had a very busy summer, and now it's time to really go inward and set the course for the next summer is what I'm getting.
Oh, that's perfect. So, of course, August 3rd, 1966, that is a master nurturer number. Comes up as a 33. So that is a huge number in any type of numerology. Great number to have. It's also a very powerful one because there's a lot of these energies that come in, which is the compassion, the guidance, and at a later stage in life, so towards the latter part of the years, it ends up being a tremendous, powerful spiritual insight. So you'll be getting lots of unusual things coming forward, because that master number is the teacher, the part of the Trinity, the triangulation, and allows for direct mastery and direct divine connection. So I would suggest that start looking at yourself, decide for yourself this year what you want to change, how you want to change it, where do you want to be, and how do you want to be setting your life going forward. Have bright, white, warm light. Get that universal energy into yourself so that next year you'll be able to start putting everything into place. Very, very exciting number. So yeah, enjoy. Master number 33. First one we've had for a very long time. Enjoy. Next one, Lulabelle, good afternoon, Bev and Jessica. Hope that Aquana and Sarah feel better soon. Yes, I hope so. I hope they get their voices back. Yes, a week ago, last week. So there we go. Yeah. QQQ. Hi, Kay. That's a cute picture. Hi, ladies. Is there any messages for me tonight? So do you want to pull a card? I'm going to pull out the trusty Starseeds pack. So this is for you. This is for Kay. Okay, this is for Kay. So Kay, here we go. Open that up, and we have got this one here, which says vibration, and it says your vibration is being raised to higher levels. You are connected to cosmic intelligence. Now that's a nice one. We haven't had that one before, so that's a unique card. So Kay, get your camera out, take a picture of that one, because that's part of the message. Is you raise the vibrations, work with your vibrations, because your vibrations are being raised. Perfect. So take it away there, Jess.
I am getting that. Ooh, the lights just went out.
Oh
Okay.
My goodness.
Oh my God, what's going on? You have so many messages. Okay, I'm just gonna be spooky. So I'm getting that. I don't know if you recently blocked someone out of your life or you stopped communication. I'm getting that your guys are saying job well done. This was a must. This was necessary for you to pull back your energy and figure out where you wanted to go and what you will not accept as disrespect. There are a lot of people, I would say, in your friends sector or relationship sector that maybe your intuition is right on par, that it's right on point. Like there's something that seems off or seems like is untrue. Maybe there's an illusion that someone's spinning and you had to take a step back. So I'm getting an applause and job well done. Yeah, this is a time for a throat chakra upgrade. You're learning to speak your truth more now than ever, and learning to stand in that and not waver and stand in your power. So I love that for you.
I think that's brilliant. Let us know what you feel, okay? Right, Amy's saying, every time I come on any live, no one ever comes with messages for me. Does that mean that my loved ones on the other side aren't around or don't care? No, that's not the case at all. It's not that. Sometimes they will come forward and maybe we don't hear them, or sometimes they come forward. And remember, it's like having somebody that has the only mobile phone or cell phone in the room, and everybody will clamber to that person to try to get to use that cell phone or the mobile phone and try to get their message across. So as it stands, I'm sure that Jess will have a room full of people that are trying to get their message across and get their message heard. And what we'll do now, just to make sure that we can find out, we're going to pass it over to Jess and ask Jess, have you got anyone that's around for M that's on the other side for the particular loved ones that you're able to pick up?
Yes. So I am seeing a charcoal, beautiful cat with yellow eyes. So I don't know if this is a past pet or maybe a spirit guide, but In particular, I would say there is a child energy coming through your dream state. It looks like a boy, a young boy. I'm feeling like this could be a brother that was Mary, that was maybe a miscarriage. I don't know why I just said Mary, but there might be someone coming through named Mary as well on the other side for you. But it's a female. Um, and I'm getting lots of water, overflowing of water, or like a bathtub, maybe like leaving the bathtub overflowing accidentally, or the sink or something flooding. She's coming in fussing about that. I would say maybe pay attention to your plumbing, or pay attention to the sinks, the baths. There's something
good
coming
message.
with water. Yeah, coming through with water. And I do feel you have a very active third eye right now. So I want you to dream journal and pay attention to your higher self symbolism, decode your dreams,
Yes.
because this will help you connect to the spirit realm much more. But you're already tapping in. And I do feel that this little boy on the other side is like a guardian angel, always protecting you. He's also saying to pay attention when you drive. Pay more attention when you drive.
Well, that's a good one. Make sure you do all of those things, and also, build that rapport, build that communication with them, so that you're able to get that, that solid joint effort between them and you. Because let's remember that our ancestors and our people that have gone before us, they have a vested interest in us. It's for them to make sure that we are protected, that we are making the right decisions, and that we are kept on the path that is the best for us. But we do need to open up to a certain degree, so that we are able to say, well, what is it that's meant for me? Let me move towards whatever it is that is right for me, because what is right for you will never go against you. It's those things that we push, that we feel that we want, that are not meant for us. Then that's when the hiccups come in the universe. So ask the universe, ask your ancestors to push you and show you in the right direction, so that you can follow your destiny, but also live your best lives. I hope that helps you, Em. Let us know what you think.
She said Mary was her great grandmother. Woohoo!
Woohoo! Oh, there you go. When did you see that? You're so quick on the draw. Lisa Fulford with the doggy was allergies. Oh, the little doggy had Cushing's disease. Oh, bless her. Thank you for the feedback there. Oh, Cushing's. We had a dog once that had Cushing's, and it was very hard to watch the little doggy with that. It's not easy for the dogs. And I'm so pleased that that's been validated for you, Jess. So, Karen Rosenbing. Oh, look, there's another little doggy. Look at that little face looking. Oh, your little dog is so cute. Is my Mimi dog happy? Or is there something I can give her more or less? She is alive. So I think that's good. I'm getting that Mimi, the energy of the Mimi dog is happy. And she is just so happy to be with you, because that's what she chose. She chose to be with you, Corin. She's chosen to be with you for as long as it's necessary. So she's a very sweet. If that's the little doggy, yes, she's got a very happy aura. What do you get, Jess?
I'm getting immediately from the picture, she's such a cute dog, but wants all of your attention all of the time. Maybe you've spoiled her a little bit. But also, but not in a bad way. I mean, y'all are best friends, and like Miss Bev said, she chose you. So I'm getting that y'all are maybe misreading each other. So you're like, what can I do? What can I give you more of? And just being present for the dog. I mean, she's thrilled anytime you're like looking straight at her or not worrying. So I'd say be more present. And I'm getting, maybe bring her to an agility park or agility class or something. I'm seeing jumping for her. I don't know why. Maybe she needs strenuous activity. Like I'm seeing she can jump or clear like really tall heights.
Or maybe she used to do that when she was a younger poocheroo. Because
she's older. Okay.
I think she's a very, very cute little dog. When I think that at this stage, the way that she is, she's relying on her little nose, and she likes to keep getting, she's smelling the newspaper. So smelling the newspaper for the doggies is going and getting their little noses down and sniff, 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 sniffing what all the other doggies have said, who has said what, and that for her is reading the newspaper. So she's reading the newspaper with her nose. I think that's adorable. Thank you so much for that question. So cute. Oh, we do love our animals here. Maybe we should do a show on just animals one day.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Let us know if you want just a show just to do messages for animals. And if you do, put a 1 in the chat and say, and then I know that one of the next ones over the next few months, we'll do one just on the doggies and the kitties and all the lovely animals, even horses too, big animals too. Lisa, feedback. Oh, look at that. There we go, Jess. Zena passed outside of the office. The walls are gray. That's why you are getting gray. Oh, my goodness. Thanks, Lisa, for the feedback. Wow, that's brilliant. Jilcy Bob, QQQ. Hi, ladies. I turned 50. Congratulations. It's a big landmark. Can you give any hopeful messages from my departed friend or my sister or son or any one of them? There's lots on the other side and they're on my mind often. Thanks. That's a lovely message. Thank you. And congratulations, really. 50 is when all of our energies start moving, changing, go and realign ourselves through all the chakras. So being 50, you can expect all sorts of changes coming on. And I must say, the picture that you have for yourself, Julie, definitely don't look 50. That looks amazing. So do you have any channeled messages at the moment, Jess, for anyone that is around for Julie Bob, please?
I'm in particular getting your sister. She's giving me the number 3 as a validation. So March or the 3rd of something is significant. She's making fun of me and she's saying, you are the only person that would have a bird get stuck in their bun, which is hilarious. So maybe she has a great sense of humor.
I think so. Yes.
She's also giving me the number 10. Lots of 10s today, man.
10s, yeah.
So October the 10th of something is significant in relation to her. Maybe I got it next to the death card. So maybe this is a month she passed away in or the date, something about around that. Now there's 2 friends in particular she's talking about that were close to both you and your sister, or you grew up together. And she's saying reconnect with them. I don't know if you've maybe been in a dark hole of anti-socialism or just a little bit more depressed and feeling like not like you can't connect with many people right now. She says reconnect. You'd be surprised at how evolved these 2 friends are, and you will feel back to yourself is what I'm getting. And she's saying you look absolutely amazing and great at 50. She's like, you don't look a day over 35.
Oh, how nice.
And I don't know if she had heart issues, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, maybe AFib. Maybe she had an irregular heartbeat. But I'm seeing issues with the heart. And she says, I'm so peaceful on the other side. I'm your little angel. I watch over you. And she sends you white feathers.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you so much. I think that's lovely. Much love to you, Lisa and Zena, Miss Girl. That's really lovely. Thank you, Michael. Tulip, Lisa, wow, which is really sweet to say. Emmy, please pray for my fur baby. He is losing all senses and doesn't look good, and it breaks my heart. What should I do as he doesn't seem like pain? He loves going out, and I don't want to put him down too early. Well, that is, I think my suggestion there for you, Em, is to hold him and ask his soul what is the best thing to do for you at this time. Because I know you don't want him to go through pain, but ask the soul to speak to you. And you will find sometimes you will get a feeling of what's necessary, or you will have that dream that night where the dog has gone over the rainbow. So see how he is feeling. And also, the dog is a type of dog that is very sensitive. So he will be able to share with you what needs to be done. And it's an important time now because the timing is excellent. There's lots of extra energies coming onto the earth, end of October, first week of November. So have a look and see what it is that you're doing. Maybe see if you take him out, how he behaves by going out, what is his energy like. But it has to be something that's driven by the soul of the animal. So ask him what it is, does he wish to stay, or is he tired? Does he wish to go? And then you go by whatever it is that first feeling is. What do you feel with that, Jess?
Yeah, I feel that the soul of your fur baby is definitely going to call out to you. And I believe that you have the ability to assist them over the rainbow bridge, actually. So this is a really good time to meditate, to get your chakras cleared and really in tune with your guides, because this could be one of your more spiritual experiences where you're assisting as a guide with your dog to the other side and making it more peaceful.
As an animal to transition. I don't get it as immediate. I must be honest. What I'm getting more is next year. I'm not seeing that it's a push and an urgency now. I think there is still some time left is what I'm getting, but be led by your baby bully. See what he is saying to you, because he'll be able to tell you, and you will know instinctively when the time is right. And if you're having to ask, it means the time isn't right. And I'm sure Jess will agree with that.
Yeah, I don't. Is this the same M that I was reading?
Yes.
I don't know. Have it. So yeah, the dog. I'm viewing the dog as like one entire life. Like it's really hard for some reason to pinpoint where he's at presently. So I'm seeing lots of jumping. I'm seeing that when it is her time to go, that y'all are very close, that she will assist, or she will ask for your assistance with the rainbow bridge. That's what it
means. Yeah. I think that's coming. Yeah. So I don't think it's going to be, soon. I think towards the end of the year, maybe even only next year. But ask your dog. Your fur baby will be able to tell you. You will then instinctively know, because they do tell you, I can't take this anymore. Please release me. And then you'll know that that's what you have to do. And we will, of course, send lots of energies. We do lots of prayers on Sundays, because we have a prayer list on a Sunday, and we work through the prayer list on a Sunday. So thank you for that question, Em. Lisa, thank you. Cushing's disease are always picked on her paws. Bless her. Yes, I see. Yeah, and that is quite difficult with the Cushing's, with the doggies. And we have Cheyenne Blue with the blue hair and the blue hearts. That's really lovely. Good evening, lovely ladies. I hope you've had a great week. Those sounds like lots of bugs and germs. Yes, there are lots of bugs and germs. And also, I think there is something here that is a very tall plant that's called a goldenrod plant. And the flower is like this, with lots of little flowers. And when the wind blows, which is blowing a lot, when the wind blows, you just see this big pollen cloud, which just gets up your nose, gets in your eyes, and you just cough and splutter. Not a pretty sight. So yes, we are all struggling with coughs and colds and flare-ups. So yes, you are absolutely right. Nice to see you. So hi to people, Cheyenne particularly, Lictor, yes. Thank you, Cheyenne. And we've got lots of people saying hello to everybody else, which is nice. Yes, it is a beautiful card. So Tulip, yes, picked up the grey walls. Emma says that starfish are so cool. What is the name of the deck? Anyone know? As I don't want to rewind or miss anything. Hold the box up again, Jess. Go on then. It's called the Medicine Woman Oracle by
Catherine Maillard.
There we go. So
Allard.
Oh, perfect. Yes, it is. It's a very nice card. And lots of cards. Hi, beautiful people. Hi, cats. Nice to see you back here again, which is perfect. I am going to look for some of the QQQs. Let's see what we got. Oh, there is Pixie Dust. Hello, Pixie Dust. Hello, everyone. I'm sending healing to you, Beverly, Zara, and Aquana. My best friend is also ill. Goodness me. She has nasty flu that started today. Yes, Pixie, it's one of those times, I think, around the world with all the transitions, and all the changes. And as you are really good at connecting to items that are happening with the transition yourself, it's great that you're able to send healing. And as you are a Reiki master, Pixie Dust, we accept that healing and we thank you so much for sending it to us. So let's have a look here. Sending healing and strength and love and light to everyone. Yes, thank you so much. Please, could you pull a card for me? So that's it. Hi, Lula Bell. So you ready? This is for Lula Bell. I smacked the cards hard enough there. Do you think I changed the edge?
Gotta get it in there.
Get in there. That's it. Okay, so we've got this one. Oh, that's interesting. This one is saying, Lou, for you is courage. Live your life fearlessly with courage, strength, and determination. So, whatever's going on in your life right now, get it, take it full on and go and get it sorted, because that courage will pull you through whatever it is that you're going through right now. I'm sure this means a lot more sense to you than it does to me, but that's what I've got for you. Jess, what card have you pulled for Lulabelle, please?
I got sisterhood and healing.
Oh, look at that. They're lovely. Oh, I do like those cards.
So, initiate a new sister's adventure. So, maybe a girls' trip is on the horizon. I'm also getting lots of butterflies for you. So, maybe a butterfly. Butterfly. Maybe you're eating lots of fried foods today. I don't know. I'm getting a lot of, I go to say one word and then another word comes out. It's very strange.
It is. It's one of those days today. It's an unusual one.
But it's always works out. It comes like Mary and things like that. So, the healing card says, I support you on the path of healing. I am getting that maybe this week. So in particular today, it's such a great energy today for me. It's like the energy suddenly feels like true fall, true autumn weather. And there's a lightness in the air and you can feel the shift. And I can feel a lot of my manifestations, everything feels a little easier. It doesn't have as much effort and elbow grease needed to push it into existence. And I feel the same for you. I'm also getting that you need to maybe protect your crown chakra with maybe, let's say, a hat, a linen hat, or, the scarf, something like that. Make sure that your head is covered when you're around harsh or strong energies, because I see your crown chakra is buzzing. It's wide open. And just discerning about who you open it to is what I'm getting. And you're attracting a lot of sisterhood type of adventures, maybe out in the forest, healing and moon things. So I'm getting lots of fun in cabins, things like that, coming for the winter for you.
I think it's good also to go down to the river and maybe take a trip down to the seaside and go and look for a hagstone on the beach. Because if the sea is going to give you a gift, a stone with a hole in it, it's called a hagstone. And if you get one this time of the year, it will see you right through autumn and winter period. So see if you can ask the sea, please give me a hagstone, bless me with a hagstone to give me the energy to see me through the dark times. In other words, when there's very little light around, and the sun goes down very early at 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So make sure that you push that. And I agree with Jess about the energies of the top chakra, because I think your creative energy over the next few months is going to go like haywire. It's going to come up with all sorts of amazing things. So you're going to be involved in a lot of creative new projects. So I think that's going to be great fun. So to enjoy, Lou, tell us all about it. And we've got a nice question from Harley. Question, what do you see for the next 3 months for me? So this is for Harley. I'm just going to quickly pull while you're getting ready, Jess. And this is for Harley. So I've cleared those energies. So here we go. Going to open that up. And we've got this one coming. This is an interesting one. So it's got the love card. Live your truth and share the love that is within your soul. So this is all types of love. It's love for your animals, love for people around you, love for your creativity, love for people, for partners, for sisters, for brothers, for grandparents, for all of that. It's telling you to take that love energy and spread it around further, because that is going to grow over the next 3 months. And it could very well be that this card means that January there might be something new. There might be something new coming to you as well. What do you get there, Jess?
I got the exact same thing. So I'm seeing that maybe recently something didn't work out romantically and it kind of burned down to the ground for something new to start, and that's coming in the next 6 months for you. I don't know if you're really worried about becoming a mother in the future, but your guides want to assure you you will be a mother. So there's a new love that's going to be way better for you, and you won't feel so small or minimized in that relationship like maybe you did in the past. And this person's going to support your spiritual journey in every way possible. It's going to give you life, not take it away.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. So
That's
really
really
committed. And then I got this, the spirit of fire. This is your inspiration, number 17. And it says, shine your power unreservedly.
Oh, well done. So yeah, you got some good stuff there. Enjoy, Harley. Let us know. Give us some feedback. The next one we got is from Tamara Hayward. Hi, Tamara. Am I heading in the right direction for my life? I've been sober for over a year. So well done. I mean, that is fantastic. That is a big milestone. To be sober for a year, awesome. All kudos to you. The man I was in with my addiction is coming around. I love him with everything, but feel that it's not right. That's quite an interesting statement to make, because you're allowing your soul to come through in the questions that you're asking. So this is for Tamara. So let's see what comes up with this. So you've got here Earth guidance or Earth guide. Your sacred calling upon this planet is to simply love and be loved. So this is a very interesting card. It might mean that you allow yourself to be loved, but maybe you need to look at to be loved by the right person. So if you're feeling that it's not right, it means that those two vibrations and energies are not meeting and matching. So the Earth Guide, I'll put it up there for you so you can see it, and you can take a picture if you like. But this means that you need to look to see whether either your soulmate or your twin flame or somebody that is meant for you more so than the person that you're with right now. So have a look at it and review it. You don't have to rush with this, because this particular cycle only ends at the end of this year, whereas next year is when you'll have to make the decisions. What do you get for Tamara Hayward, Jess?
I'm getting that this is the last little test. If you've healed the wound once and for all, ready for the next stage or the upgrade to the next level. And you already know in your heart it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel in alignment with your frequency anymore. Yeah. And so if you were to allow to open that door and let him back in, you'd kind of get back on that sinking ship again with him, taking on his energy and feeling like you need to rescue him, right? Yeah. And we can only rescue ourselves. So you've done that. You've rose to the occasion and you've helped yourself and you've learned to heal. So job well done. I feel everybody on the other side applauding you and celebrating you. So I got the Eagle Totem, which is number 14.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
And it says, rise above to widen your vision. So you can send unconditional love to this person, but that doesn't mean that you have to open the door energetically and allow that person to come in and out of your life according to what they see fit, because sometimes that's toxic. So the advice here is 22 Winter. I love this one.
That's so pretty.
And a time for turning inward, rest in silence. And what I'm getting in particular is speak in silence with this person. Speak with your energy.
Yes.
Sometimes good. That's the best way.
It is. Oh,
and the last one is Spirit of Earth, number 19. And it says, have faith, you are supported in the future journey. So
That's perfect. And Still Me has joined us. Hi, Still Me. Nice to see you there in Scotland. And I'm so pleased that you're with us today. It's great to see you. So here we go. Chelsea Bob is happy. And I'm going to try to work out how to get to the bottom of this. I think I moved this thing down. Yeah. Oh, that worked. Okay. I did it.
Yay.
Yay. I did it. Not the greatest tech in the world. I'm
Oh,
also
me
trying
either.
desperately to look for a job. I feel it's impossible. What am I doing wrong? Do you see a different direction that I should go in? So yes, I think yes, and I think change whatever CV or resume you're putting out. Change the energy by changing the wording, because the wording is the energy. But also, a lot of companies and organizations nowadays are utilizing different HR or personnel programs to sift through CVs to look for specific industry type of wording that they are looking for. So have a look and see what type of industry you want to go into, and make sure you've got like the buzzwords or what people would be looking for in your information that you're sending out. And then change that energy by changing the wording completely, and maybe cutting it down and making sure it's not too long. But by changing your energy completely in that resume, you'll get a lot more hits. But that's a big piece of work. It's something that you could do over the weekend. You could do it over this weekend and have a new set of details to go out on Monday morning. But you do need to change the energy. That's what I'm getting. What are you getting there, Jess?
So I tend to get the more extreme advice, or the more Sagittarius type of free spirit answers. What I'm getting for you is try the law of opposites. So maybe don't try it all. Maybe create a niche for yourself that can't be replaced. Maybe start investing in your own business. I'm the type of person, I think, as we come into this 3i Atlas era and AI is taking over, and the more that I like to call my power back and be a little bit oppositional. I like to, whenever something starts to stress me out with money or whatever, because I work for myself, I just ride that wave, and the universe has always got me. So maybe pull back and not worry about it so much. And instead, you are the money, honey. You are the wealth. And so make yourself a niche that is irreplaceable, that AI, can't take over robotically, things like that. I feel that there's going to be a huge expansion in the next 3 years leading up till 2030. And I think AI is great in a sense,
In
but
some
that
ways,
also, also when we go to, the hospitals are going to be, the nurses are going to be AI assistants, and people need connection. They need touch. They need genuine presence and care. And that's part of the healing, I believe, the healing journey in itself, energy. And so I think there's going to be a huge trend in where people put their money. I saw a comment earlier about the med beds and the hyperbaric chambers and things. And a little hack is ozone in a bottle is like a hyperbaric chamber in a bottle. It's O3, and then it touches the skin and diffuses into O2. So that's a great one you can buy online. If you don't have the money or want to save a little bit and not do hyperbaric chambers so much. But I do feel that they will be coming more on the scene in 2030. That's what I feel.
Yeah.
What do you think, Miss Bev?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of that. But also, just a quick tip is that when you go, just before you go to sleep, if you feel that your energy will be leaving your body and you're going to be astral traveling and going into the collective consciousness, you can actually ask of your guides and of the spiritual energies, if I need healing and if I can be put onto the cosmic medbeds to be healed, you can actually ask that. And then you will go into a very deep sleep. If they're going to take you out of your body and do some healing with you, what happens is they will work on you and you will not feel it until you wake up. And then you'll wake up after a fully rested sleep and you would feel yourself feeling a lot better. And that's a key thing to know. You have been on the med beds, in the astral, in the super consciousness. So just remember, ask for it, because if you ask for it and if it's necessary for you, then you'll be taken for that med bed healing. So yeah, I think 2030 there will be some that will be around. We've got a question from Michael Doherty, and he says, "Hi Bev and Jess, please can you pull a card for me and tell me about any psychic insight for me? Thank you both very much. P.S. I'm a number 5, as my birth date is 14th of August 1963. Now that's very interesting, Michael, because the 14th of August, obviously not 63, the 14th of August is my grandson's birthday, and his name is Diego, and he was born on the 14th of August. So, and he's now a whole 19 years old, so he's a very big lad now, 6'6", and still growing, and still growing. Eventually won't be able to get through the doors, but there we go. That's an aside. Let's have a look. So, Michael, what we're going to do is we're going to take the cards and do what I can't normally do. That one fell out. To Michael Doherty. Now you have this one that fell out anyway. There it is. I'm going to keep that one. And let's have a look. So, look at what we've got for you. It's called observation. So that's really good. It shows you're expanding your consciousness by observing the divine matrix of life. So that is all those cameras that you have pointed at the sky, taking the pictures of the star beings, the crafts, and all these amazing things. You're definitely doing the right thing, mate. That's exactly what you're doing, is observation. And you've got that card right there. The second one, this was the one that fell out. And this one is called advancement. A strong energy is propelling you forward, following the stirrings of your heart. So that's a very interesting one, a little bit cryptic, but I think it's a good one. So you've got that one, and you've got this one, these two. So there they are. So there's obviously something interesting that's coming along, and there's a different frame of mind that comes with those two cards too. So enjoy, Michael. Jess, what do you get for Michael Doherty, please?
I got some really good ones. So I got a lot of ancestral wisdom. So the male principle, and you see there's the Arcturian bear again in the background. So I do feel you have some very big totems protecting you, almost like Hathor type tonal beings that are very large. And very masculine, I will say. I'm sure you'll love that. A step towards reconciling with the masculine is before you. The next one I got is healing family lines. And notice, the crescent moon is sticking out to me. So, look out for any signs of crescents, synchronicities, that kind of thing. Healing family lines, free yourself from secrets and discover the hidden treasure of your heritage. And then the last one is authenticity. I hope I can't talk today. Maybe hope is something you need to put into your daily affirmation practice. I don't know. I'm like not reading properly today. I open the way of truth. So this one's beautiful as well.
Oh, awesome. That's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So there you go, Michael. You've got lots of work to do. And I think that very soon things are going to really open up. So August, September, October, November. So when you think about it, you're still in month 3 after your birthday. So that goes to 14th of November. And that's when that full triangulation happens. And that's when you start boosting off onto your totally new path, 14th of November. Awesome. And I'm going to be seeing you very soon.
Lots of Leos today, huh?
A lot of Leos. Yeah, we're all over the place. My goodness, you can't get away from them. Amy Harris, Will, Medbends, and Hyperberg Chambers. Oh, this is the one that you mentioned earlier. I don't think they'll be the next 14 months. I think I would give it a bit of a wide berth to use them on the earth plane too soon. Because I do know there is one gentleman called Simon here in America, and he's been working on a huge medbed healing, and he's been working on it for 8 years, and he's still perfecting it. And if he's perfecting it, it means some of the other inventors are still perfecting it too. So I would give it a little bit of a wide berth, give it a couple of years, and then try it. I don't know. Do you agree with that, Jess?
Yeah, I think again, with all the timelines jumping every which way, I think the best advice I can give you is to focus a vision on it. When you want to quantum leap and you're doing affirmations, meditating, send out a prayer that humanity, everyone raises their frequency so we can jump that timeline so that everyone has access to the best treatment, the best grown food, just for the greater good of all, really. I think a lot of that is kind of hoarded and for the people that have, the one percenters, I guess. And so, yeah, I think 2030 is going to be a big year. I don't know. I'm getting more drawn towards that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. Thank you. So we've got the Reese Way. And the question is, what do you suggest I do to further develop my abilities? So I think that's a great question. And it's something that would be prudent for everybody within the chat that would like to develop, their particular gifts. And it's one of those things that right now, because we've got a lot of light coming in, we can harness that light. There's two things that are key is to be able to ground yourself, because it's, you're spending a lot of time and effort going into the consciousness, moving out through the top chakra, doing your astral projections, doing your meditations, but also make sure that you remember to come back down and ground yourself in the earth. And also, very importantly, remember that when you're working on yourself is to cleanse, clear, and the most important thing is close. So the 3 C's: cleanse it, clear it, send it back to the Akashic records, and then close it so that nothing can actually start moving out or leaching out of your energy field. And I would suggest, as part of the further development, is I would put salt under the bed, and I would also put some copper either above the door or under the bed. And I would then also make sure that you've got some crystals next to you so that those crystal energies can fill the room. But also do your aspects of yourself balancing when you go to bed, so that when your energy goes out, all of this is totally balanced. And then going to bed, allow yourself to go to sleep from your feet up, because then that starts pushing your energies up, 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 and out of the top chakra. So I say to my feet, relax, feet go to sleep. Go to your knees go to sleep. So go through all those areas so that basically you're not deconstructing your body, but what you're doing is you're giving the command for the body to rest and to sleep. And try not to, watch TV in the bed, because that energy is sort of very, very static, and it's not good for you. So clear away a lot of the static energy, clear away a lot of the energy that's not needed, and allow yourself a pure sleep, so that you can go out and do the work. And during the day, maybe I like to utilize the dot on the wall technique, which is a very, 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 very old technique. And that is sitting on a chair or something comfortable and just draw a black dot, round dot, about so big, on the wall, and allow yourself to concentrate on that. And what you'll see eventually is on the peripheral side, the peripheral vision, you'll start seeing either sparkles or energies coming in, and that will then just help you boost your energy and start getting you ready to be able to see other things. Those are my suggestions. What do you suggest for the Reese Way, Jess?
Well, I think getting back to, I always like to say, we get in trouble as a child for our greatest gifts. So I used to be labeled as a know-it-all. I didn't know I was channeling, and I remember when I used to go camping with my grandparents, one night in particular, I think it was about like 11, 12, and right before like preteen era. And so I remember getting up in the Airstream camper and going to the bathroom. And we had this little dog, Socrates, who was like a Pomeranian, so very fluffy. And I remember waking up and thinking I saw Sock at the end of the bed curled up. And I could see the breathing. I could see all the fur. And I thought it was Socrates. So I walked to the bathroom, and then I saw Socrates walk next to me, and I was like, ah! I was like, what? I was like, Papa, there's a brown furry animal. And they made so much fun of me because they thought it was a pillow, a brown pillow. But what happens is when we're getting back into our body, a lot of children sometimes will get stuck in the etheric aura that's right on the top of the skin where you can see the microbiome of the skin. And that's why a lot of kids can see, they think there's like brown furry animals or monsters. But in that situation, what I saw was a spirit animal of a fox protector curled up. I literally could see every fur, every breath. It was crazy, but it was because I was not yet back into my body. So the salt underneath the bed is great because it grounds you back into your body. I wouldn't suggest putting the salt underneath, like on the mattress or underneath your sheet, because then it feels like you can't, because we need to astral travel when we're sleeping to get that really deep REM sleep. Whenever I used to put it under my sheet, it was like I couldn't get it. I would just like wake up whenever I would almost astral project. So yes, it's better when you put it underneath the bed. And copper is a great one as well. But I would say go back to your childhood and figure out those parts of yourself that you maybe were embarrassed to speak out about what you saw. We all have gifts. And tap into what you naturally already gravitated towards, because we all, we can master all of the clairs. I was much more clairvoyant as a kid and then later developed all the other clairs. So
that's all good. Very, very good advice. We've got some feedback from last week, and this is from Still Me. And she says, unfortunately, I'm unable to proceed with my case, but I do believe that I would have won, specifically, and changed the service of a popular delivery service that I just call evil. So yes, I think that having sort of end of life care and having health care that is at that level that just lets everybody down is actually a level of darkness all on its own. And we did say to you last week that if you do decide to continue with it, that you would have won and you would have been able to to do some really good there. But I think don't give up altogether. Have a look at other avenues that you could maybe pressurize them to do the right thing. But I'm pleased that you're thinking of changing the service, because I think you need a better health service than you have right now. So let's also go down, and on the hour we will be closing off, and we'll be able to take on some additional questions. Not next week, because next Saturday is the day that I will be in the air, because I leave on the Friday. And I'll be in the air and arriving back in the UK Saturday morning. So you won't see me, because I'll probably be wanting to sleep, because it's the time difference is like 6 or 7 hours. So I will be arriving and I'm just going to be absolutely knackered. So we won't have a show next week, but we'll have a show after that week, which is good. And Chan Bulu is saying, is there a message, spirit, loved ones or guides I feel I should know today, please? Many thanks for your time and energy, especially when some of you are struggling with your health. Yes, unfortunately, I think I've coughed a few times on air, but I will hand this over to Jess. Have you got any messages from spirits, loved ones, or anyone around for Cheyenne Blue, please?
This card keeps coming up for you. The Spirit of Water. So it's associated with the number 20 and return to the source of the feminine for purification. I was definitely picking up on a female for you named Penny. I don't know. It feels like a friend, or maybe she's sending you pennies. Someone that was, it seems in the same contemporary, same generation. Maybe she's sending you pennies. Also, look at the date on the back. If you do find pennies, that will give you a clue as to who this is. Also, I don't know if you have a cat, but lots of cats are coming through today, and dogs, huh? So I'm getting a cat on the other, maybe you have a cat that sees this person, because I'm seeing the cat's face just everywhere. Look, and you're like, what's going on? So, or maybe there's a cat that's in the neighborhood that comes by and suddenly stops and is like curious with you, something like that. I'm getting.
Oh, that's brilliant. It. Well done. I think they're good. And don't worry, Cheyenne Blue, we know that you weren't shouting at us with the all caps, because it happens often. I do it myself, and then I look and think, oh, I didn't mean to do it in capitals. So yes, we know you're not shouting at us, but don't you go worrying. That's so cute. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Oh, we have another one. Ascending Universal Butterfly. Some amazing names. Any questions or messages from the angels or spirit guides for the next couple of months? Thank you in advance. So this is for you again, channeled messages just quickly there. Is there anything there for Ascending Universal Butterfly?
I don't know if you're going to want to hear this, but they're telling you need to stop spending so much money. And I'm calling the kettle black because I need to stop spending money myself. So right there with you, girlfriend. So allow for things that aren't working to fall by the wayside. Don't try and hold it together at the seams. Don't fear change. Lean in, because with hard work, with self-discipline, you will open up a whole new canvas to paint with and to create. So I'm going to get creative in the next 3 months. Don't spend so much money. Save a little bit. Save for a rainy day. And good. Expand in your artistic endeavors. So, yeah, I don't know. I think I remember you from last week. I think it's possible that I said that you need to sew. That's what I'm getting. I'm seeing that sewing machine again. Like there's something crazy about needing to sew.
Design. Yes. Very yes. Good too. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you. So we've got Diane that's come up. And Diane, Jess, how do you make tips? I think you did ask that. I'm not all that YouTube savvy. So yeah, I don't know about that either. So that's a good one.
So I have a button on I use the Pocket Suite app, and it's a widget that I embed on my website. Nothing fancy, but you can book readings there and also donate or tip.
Yeah, I think also there's on some of them, there is like a super chat thingy. I'm not quite sure how that works, but I know that that's possible too. So there's Andrew Christie. I'm thinking of writing a book. Is the timing right for this endeavor? Absolutely. Yes, 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 Andrew. Get it out there. Check your genre. Go on to the Amazon's back end, because they do actually have a whole section that tells you what's selling, what the genres are, you know, how many books are actually in that genre, what type of genre is actually selling in that category. So whatever your categories are that you wish to choose, have a look, check and see who's doing what are the areas that need a type of book to be written. Have a look and see, because that way you will be able to do that. If you're thinking of writing a book that is also a review of a very, very ancient book, so, you know, those ancient books that were maybe published in the 1900s or published late 1800s, early 1900s, that is something that you could also do. What do you get there for Andrew?
I'm thinking absolutely. If you choose, it seems like you haven't started writing it. You've just been brainstorming the ideas, where to start, where to finish. If you start writing it right now, I want you to start and wake up and do at least 1 to 2 hours every day. And as you kind of open that faucet, each day more and more will come. It's like a well-oiled machine, and it will become more cohesive, and the editing process will be easier, I would say. So start right now, start writing it. And then I see in March of 2026 is when you publish it. So yes, great time to start this endeavor. I see a lot of energy, of creativity, and Pisces energy. So this is a really good time, to be very emotionally connected to your story, to your truth, and to your authenticity. So I love it. And it's going to create quite large dividends. So
very good. So get cracking, Andrew, get cracking. So we've got a couple of people also saying sorry for putting the caps on. Ascending universal butterfly. That's so funny. Sorry, did not realize that the caps were on. Too excited. Don't worry, we don't take any offense to that. We just love all the questions and all of the interaction. So I'm just going to go down and see. Got another feedback one here. Diana Dela Cruz's feedback for us. Thank you, ladies. You gave me hope and strength I needed regarding my mom and my brother. Bless you. Well, bless you too, because it's a very difficult situation. And I know, Diane, you are the peacemaker between those two. So, you're doing your job as best you can. But the main thing is it's their karma. It's their contract. It's something that they need to be dealing with. So allow them the space to do that, which is great. And we've got another one here from Nicola Cannon. Are there any messages for me this evening, please? So this will be our last one because we're coming up to the hour. In the UK, it's 11 o'clock already. And we are going to finish with this one. And then we'll be back in a couple of weeks' time. And hopefully the rest of the panel will be with us. And we've got 2 or 3 new people coming to join us on the panel. Sherry Wynn is one of them. And she is a forensic psychic medium. So that's going to be lots of fun.
Ooh.
And we also have on the week of the 27th of October, we have a totally new lady that will be joining us as well with very bright energy. And she is from the northern areas of the United Kingdom and does things very differently and channels and sees alien craft, alien beings, all these amazing star people all the time. She's quite a card. She's got a great sense of humor. So we've got some really nice new people joining the current panel for the next few weeks. So when I get back, we're going to have lots of fun. So this is the last one for Nicola Cannon. Go ahead there, Jess.
So these are the 2 cards I got. So if you want to take a screenshot.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, so I got 3, sacred sexuality. Ooh. Reconnect with the source of your divine sexuality. So do, a lot of hip opener exercises, maybe some dance, some light sensual activity. And then also number 35 is empowerment. Assert yourself and shine your power now. So this is a great time to feel confident in yourself and just do it. Don't second guess it. Whatever comes to mind, just go out there. I'm also getting a big thing with hiking with you. So I don't know if there's a trail you were kind of looking into or wanting to go backpacking, but I do think it's a great time to do that as well.
It is indeed. Thank you for that. And thank you for all the lovely messages. And thank you again. And enjoy this next week. Enjoy that energetics that's coming. We're all waiting for the 3-eye Atlas energy. And what we will be doing is we'll be talking about in the next show, we'll be talking about how to pull that energy down, how to use that energy, pull it into your heart chakra, pull it into your throat chakra, and start utilizing that beautiful light energy that's being sent out to us. And we'll give you some blue light energy to close the show off. And of course, to our colleagues on the panel that are poorly, sitting in bed and feeling really awful, to our colleagues, get better soon.
Yes,
and
get better, Zara.
Zara, get better soon in London. Make sure you
and you too, Miss Bev.
Oh, I will go and take something for this horrible throat. So there we go. Thank you to everybody. And it's so lovely to see everyone. See you in a couple of weeks' time, in a fortnight. So
and thank you so much, Miss Beverly, for creating such a great space for us to come on the panel. And it's great. It's great fun. It's so much fun to meet people like me.
Yeah, and you know what? It's great to have you on because some of the stories that you tell, oh my God, you have me in stitches. And everybody was talking about the bird ending on the top of your head. It was too funny. If you watch the footage from the show last week, we were all in bits. I couldn't stop laughing. Oh my God.
I have like so many more stories like that.
It's too funny for words. It's too funny. We love it. And we love you all out there. Thank you for being so kind in the chat, and thank you for all the healing. And to all of you that need healing, if you need to be on the healing list for Sundays, make sure that you put Sunday's healing list, and just put your name. And I don't ask any questions. We just send energy out to everyone. And have a great week ahead, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks, really. Bye for now.